confidence, buzzed. These are some common feelings someone may describe when consuming alcohol. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, alcohol is the most commonly used and abused drug among youth in the United States. I am very interested in the community issue of underage drinking because being a teen, I have come face to face with many situations involving alcohol. After doing some research, I decided I would like to inform you all on some of the influences of underage drinking, specifically different parenting styles and peer pressure. The first influence I'd like to talk about is different parenting styles. Now there are three main types on average: authoritarian, authoritative, and permissive. The two I'd like to focus on are authoritarian and permissive because they have a greater influence on those who decide to drink under the legal age limit. Parents with an authoritarian style have very high expectations of their children and are power assertive while lacking nurturance. Adolescents feel overwhelmed by this excessive discipline and feel stressed with trying to abide by their rules. Research from the Center for Clinical Social Work has found that this harsh and inconsistent parenting was linked to an increase in alcohol use. On the other end of the spectrum is permissive parenting. In this relationship, parents are very responsive toward their children, but lack rules and discipline. A study funded by the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism found a strong correlation between the number of students who chose to drink due to the more freedom from parental control that they had. Both authoritarian and permissive parenting have increased the likelihood for an adolescent to drink by 16.7%. Too much or too little parental control both contribute to underage drinking. Now, aside from different parenting styles, let's examine another main influence. The second influence I'd like to talk about is peer pressure. Now, there are two concepts that contribute to peer pressure. The first is the social identity theory. It states that an individual's self-concept is formed through their peer group. So this means an individual's sense of who they are is based on their group of peers. Research from the Center for Clinical Social Work has found that adolescents with peer groups are more likely to consume alcohol to meet expectations they place on themselves. So individuals feel pressured to meet certain expectations of a group that they believe they belong in. Now, the second concept of peer pressure is known as the three dimensions. Offers of active offers of alcohol, modeling of others drinking, and perceived drinking norms. New York University Steinhardt explains that the three dimensions are viewed to be a positive and socially acceptable experience, which increases the likelihood for adolescents to drink with their peers. Both the social identity theory and three dimensions explain why peer pressure have a strong influence on underage drinking. Now, there are many things that influence underage drinking. The two main influences we just focused on were different parenting styles and peer pressure. Authoritarian parenting and permissive parenting, along with the social identity theory and three dimensions, impact the decision for one to participate in underage drinking. So the next time you go to grab that drink, take a moment and consider, what are some of the influences that are impacting your desire for you to take the next sip?